Guys, Crypto Mike here with the mic check 1212. Is this thing on? Please hit the thumbs ups, the subscribe, and the notification bell if you want to be informed of my live streams and videos. Alright, also in the description, hit the link for the Brave browser, download it, use it on your phone, on your laptop, whatever, and experience a privacy-centric browsing experience. Also, it's 3 times as fast as Google Chrome, okay? Because they block ads for you. Now, if you want to opt in to see notifications for ads, you can. And then for each ad they show you, you earn basic attention token. All right. Now, this video is going to be about Ultra. What makes Ultra special? Okay. Ramy James just came from EOS. He's a developer, one of the creators of EOS, EOS.io. All right. He just came from over there and went to Ultra. Now he's developing and marketing and doing all this stuff for Ultra. Now, Ultra's a $6 million market cap company. All right. UOS, the token is $6 million market cap. All right. And then EOS is $4 billion. Okay. So if we get any of that money from EOS, all right, any of that money, it's going to create a big boost in the price. Now, check it out. Before I read this article that he wrote, a few things. This is the Ultra Twitter page. Go follow them. Okay. Emmanuel from Ultra, he says, rewatching this video, I think it's cool. Ultra got mentioned by Yahoo Finance. AMD to push gaming platform powered by blockchain Ultra.io. All right. I'll play the video for you. So Ultra, this little blockchain company, was mentioned and talked about on Yahoo Finance. There it is.
Well, first to AMD. Now the chip maker is cutting a deal with startup Ultra. The venture will use blockchain technology for publishing, licensing, and managing video games. Dan Roberts is with me. And Dan, blockchain with gaming, AMD is involved. How big of a deal is this?
Maybe nothing at all. Maybe no.
Interesting.
It remains to be seen. Now, a lot of companies have announced various blockchain pilots, blockchain programs. And just quickly, I always like to give a 101 here, okay? Because I think a lot of people out there, they first associate the word blockchain with Bitcoin, which isn't incorrect. That's where it originated. But if you hear someone say the blockchain, that's never the right way to talk about it. Blockchain is itself a type of technology. And now a lot of companies and places are using blockchains that potentially, in some cases, have nothing to do with Bitcoin. So blockchain gaming is the idea of cutting out the middleman. It's decentralized, it's peer-to-peer, and there are ways to keep records, immutable records, on a blockchain ledger and to offer decentralized gaming over blockchain. That is what this small, we should say, Estonia-based startup Ultra does. Now, where AMD comes in is that AMD, which we know is a chip maker, was for a while seeing big sales of its chips because of crypto mining rigs. So big, expensive equipment that people were using to mine cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. This is not for mining rigs, but this is AMD partnering with Ultra to say that it will promote and do marketing events, co-branded events to try to foment interest and investment in blockchain-based gaming. So all that is a lot of jargony way of saying it might add up to nothing, or it might add up to something. There are a lot of companies that have announced blockchain pilots. In some cases, it's a way of getting a little press. You say, look at us, we're doing blockchain stuff. But when you bring AMD into it, that already carries more weight because this is a company that for a while, the stock became like a crypto play. I mean, AMD and NVIDIA, we're seeing a lot of extra sales of their chips because of crypto mining.
Could this be something that NVIDIA does? But it sounds like it's such small potatoes, at least at this point, that we might not see any other of the large chip makers get in, at least for now.
Well, Well, look, what I always say is, even though it feels like, the Bitcoin bubble peaked, and we know that at the end of 2017, the price went crazy, even though it feels like that's been a thing for a while, we're still very, very early days in the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry. So Ultra, a small company, AMD, a big company, this might lead to nothing, or in 3 years, Ultra might become one of the leaders in blockchain-based gaming. Now, blockchain-based gaming itself is still a very new thing, but all of these spaces that are new and nascent are connected. Esports, blockchain, crypto mining, blockchain-based gaming. There are a lot of uses you hear about for blockchain, and gaming might end up being one of the exciting ones, or it might not. But, when you talk about esports, competitive video gaming, there are ways in which you're hearing more and more about all of these things interplaying together. So for now, it looks like the details of this partnership are just co-marketed events to promote blockchain gaming, but we'll see what it leads to. And AMD is a powerful partner for a small blockchain gaming company like Ultra to announce. Big for Ultra.
It's very big for Ultra. But again, the stock, though, today off around 3%, so the street doesn't care, at least for now.
Okay, guys, so what does that mean for Ultra, AMD? Marketing for them. Well, what does that mean? AMD chips are placed in almost every device you own. All right. So every new device that's sold will probably have options to, download the Ultra platform, okay, or whatever. In new computers, there's going to be, I don't know, like vaporware. What is it called? Vaporware? I don't know. They might have Ultra installed already, or an option to. It's going to be marketed, okay? This is going to be the blockchain version of Steam, all right? An all-in-one place where you can play games, you can buy games, social media. They already have the platform, okay? Now, to me, it's crazy. It's crazy that people are just starting to catch wind of this, but it's crazy that the market cap is so low. That's why I'll tell you what's happening right now in my portfolio. All these coins are blowing up, okay? All these coins have been blowing up. The ones in my portfolio, okay? I've got Stellar, XRP, Chainlink. You got Chainlink's been up. Chainlink went up 60% the last month. XRP's up 44% in the last month. Flexicoin. Oh, the Flexicoin's gonna do good, but that's another one. That's another hidden gem. You got Stellar up 60% in the last month. You got VeChain up 35%. You got Holochain that's just about to run. I wouldn't take profit yet. All right, you got Cardano. Look at this one. This one 72% up. Now, I'm hedging. I'm slowly taking a little bit of profit here and there, and I'm putting it in this one, UOS, okay? Because more and more people are talking about it. I can tell the sentiment, the energy of people who discover it, okay? Just like when people were discovering Chainlink. It's the same type of energy, and I love it. Okay, especially with the partnerships. Ubisoft, the fourth biggest blockchain video game company in the world, and AMD, the biggest microchip company on the stock market. They were talked about so much in 2018, 2019 on the stock market, you guys. So anyone who knows AMD from the stock market, when this crypto boom happens, where's one of the first places they're going to go to, especially investors in AMD? Where's one of the first places they're going to go to? UOS, Ultra. That's why it's a good time to get in now. Not financial advice, but it's a good time to get in now while the market cap is so low. Now, let me show you why Ultra is so special. Okay, Ramy James from EOS, he posted this article real quick too. I retweeted these. Let me show you. They're Ubisoft and AMD. AMD and Ultra will cooperate. Excuse me. AMD and Ultra will cooperate on co-marketing activities such as contests and events to promote the use and proliferation of blockchain-based gaming technologies. Now with UOS, guys, you'll be able to buy anything. Imagine a Ready Player One type of world. But imagine you're a millionaire in that world or a billionaire. That's what you'll be like with all that money. You won't have to leap and bound over. You'll already be over people. You'll have that because you were smart and you invested early. Okay, people are going to use Ultra as part of the money in the ecosystem. Okay, AMD, the head of blockchain technology at AMD, has this to say about Ultra. AMD and Ultra are working together to make next generation community-centric game publishing a reality, transforming the way games are purchased, shared, and experienced. Now, the CEO has a special sauce that he is extremely positive about, and he says it will change not only the gaming industry, but the world. Ubisoft is one of the largest and most well-known video game publishers in the world and is responsible for much-loved gaming franchises such as Rayman, Assassin's Creed, Just Dance, and Far Cry. I love Far Cry. We are very proud to have them as corporate block producer for Ultra blockchain. Now, Nicholas Poward of Ubisoft, Blockchain Initiative Director, he says this about Ultra. We are really happy to work with Ultra. They are a solid team, pioneers, and we know we will learn a lot by working with them. Our approach stays the same as ever. We want to support the best projects in the ecosystem. Okay? I'll go ahead and read this article here, or this Medium article. Ultra, what makes Ultra special? Let's dive into some of the technologies that set this project apart. The gaming market is experiencing a paradigm shift, the likes of which we've never seen before. In 2019, it was valued at $151 billion. To put this in perspective, the global box office for movies, which reached a new record high in 2019, was only $42.5 billion. Video games are big business. There are many distribution platforms on the market today through which developers can release their software, such as the App Store, Google Play, Steam, Epic Store, and many more. These distribution platforms are making a killing, harvesting as much as 30% of profits from sales, leaving developers to make do with the rest. All right, Ultra, their distribution fee is 12%. Their distribution fee 12% minus a 3% referral bonus. For large firms, this is an acceptable mode of distribution as they have the advertising budget to ensure that their sales volume is huge. But for indie developers and smaller studios, the story is very different. Giving up this amount of profit can be the difference between covering the costs of development and going bankrupt. Steam indie sales are down 70% in 2019, and average game revenue has declined 47%. This means that indie developers are stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to distributing their games and making sure that ends meet. If you're lucky, really like lotto lucky, your new app or game will get featured, which will drive sales and help you cross that critical threshold of profitability. For many developers, this means that their app or game will never get exposure and never recoup the costs invested. This uneven playing field, which so much power in the hands of so few large distributors, is something that Ultra wants to tackle by offering a much lower distribution fee and at the same time giving everyone unique advertising and monetization tools built directly into the platform. It's a win-win for everybody, especially developers. Most of these platforms also do not provide adequate referral fees, nor are they as transparent about reporting those fees as will be Ultra's solution, and this is made possible by its public blockchain foundation. Where Ultra truly shines is its proprietary tech stack. The system that Ultra runs on is based on EOS.io, created by Block One. Ultra has added and altered the base tech stack enough that it warrants a comparison. Ultra maintains version compatibility with EOS.io, so each new version's features are ported to Ultra. That being said, there are some really unique features baked in which differentiate the UOS network from the EOS network, a public network running EOS.io. So let's compare EOS to UOS. Ultra has free accounts. On UOS, accounts are free, which largely removes the frustrating and confusing onboarding process that EOS users must go through. UOS does require users to have a unique phone number as a way to mitigate users abusing the account creation tool, ensuring that precious system RAM, random access memory, is not wasted. Because of the intrinsic value of the assets on the system, Ultra also must comply with international anti-money laundering laws. Ultra has free transactions and a more user-friendly resource allocation methodology. As part of a strategy to alleviate the complex requirements of network resource staking for users, Ultra allows the developer to purchase RAM using a mechanism that makes speculation impossible. CPU and net transactions are free, with 60% of all available resources being allocated to users evenly from a free quota. The remaining 40% can be allocated through staking to ensure that transactions of any volume go through. Voting and block producers. There will be no voting on UOS, as block producers are business partners who are handpicked by Ultra and go through a KYC process of their own. This ensures that the BPs are of the highest caliber, while also disincentivizing bad behavior on the network. Block producers will know that their reputation is on the line. Poorly performing block producers will be removed from the network by Ultra. The final number of block producers is still being determined, but it is likely to be less than the 21 seen on the EOS and Telos mainnets. The more block producers you have, the more secure the network becomes, but that has to be weighed against the need for fast consensus between the nodes. We expect Ultra's blockchain to outperform EOS mainnet by a large margin. When we launch the testnet, we will release benchmarks. Industry giant Ubisoft has already signed on to become the first corporate block producer for UOS. The infrastructure standard is defined by Ultra, and block producers must be willing to meet these minimum requirements. This will ensure that the hardware that Ultra blockchain runs on will be top tier. Read on here if you're interested in reading more about our first block producers. Real ownership of assets. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, are generated, or NFTs, are generated by developers in Ultra's easy-to-use token factory from within the developer's game management system. These NFTs can be anything from items like a sword in a fantasy game to unique legendary games that grant special abilities to players that own them. Unique legendary items that grant special abilities to players that own them. The games themselves are also NFTs, with users having the ability to buy and resell games in the built-in marketplace, giving your old game library real value. When you're done with a game, you'll be able to resell it at a price determined by the value of the associated account. This opens up the possibility of a free and open market of users buying games, leveling up characters, and freely reselling them. Either way, the developer will get their cut. Developers will also have control over when this can happen, say a minimum of 6 months from the release date, and the minimum price the games can be resold. Developers can even issue special editions in limited quantities, creating a collector's market. You guys, trust me, gamers go crazy over this stuff. I know. I used to be a gamer. I wasn't heavy into it, but I know people who will spend top dollar for items in their games because that's what their life is. They immerse themselves in these games, this world, this virtual world that takes up most of their time. So, of course, they go, you know what? Wait, should I spend money on new clothes? Or since I'm just sitting here on the couch, playing a game, should I spend money on the game since I'm always here anyways to make my playing experience more enjoyable? Okay, that's what kids do it all the time. Even adults do it all the time. Trust me. We at Ultra think that this will lead to a revolutionary advertising and monetization strategies. We envision a thriving digital economy emerging from these technologies. Ultra will be where communities thrive. Game developers do not own their users' data, and there's no centralized place for their communities to develop in. Ultra's goal is to empower all developers with tools to build not just games, but a place for enthusiastic players to interact and thrive. Earn while you play, thrive while you build. Part of our goal at Ultra is to make something more than just a platform for fairly distributing games and their content. We're striving to enable new and unique experiences for players and developers to earn by creating content. Reviews can be monetized. Users with large followers, say from Twitch, can earn through referrals. Developers can quickly reinvest their earnings into advertising budgets directly on the Ultra platform because of faster payouts. It's a wide open world which we think will entice and excite the gaming world in a way that nothing before it ever has. And make sure you guys go join, that's the end of the article. Join their Telegram. It's a good Telegram, always full of a lot of tidbits of information that are very interesting. Okay, and at the end it says, Ultra is a unique blockchain-based technology stack which is reinventing the gaming economy by enabling real ownership of digital assets and creating new opportunities for fun, community, and profit. Okay, I gave him 3 claps for that. And you guys, crypto is just in the very beginning stages of a bull market, all right? There's going to be a lot of new eyes on the market, all right? So, in my opinion, this is one low cap coin that you can feel very secure in investing in. Partially, only just because, I mean, look at their partnerships. If AMD and Ubisoft feel confident enough to partner with them and work with them, then I think you're good to go with that, okay? All right, guys, so, like I said, go check out the Telegram, Ultra discussion, okay? Go check it out. There's always something good going on in there. All right, and Ramy James right here. See, he's talking. Then there's you have the actual you have Emmanuel. He's great. The whole team is just super communicative. Okay, you got the CEO who comes in here often and talks. All right, so you guys, it's a good one to take a look at the very least. Okay, just take a look at it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching my videos. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Peace.